What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tech Bar. I'm Ray Rossini, and this is not Super Cousin Danny. You want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Alex Boyd. I am the sales manager at OYT here with you guys tonight.
But tonight you're not OIT. Tonight you're just Alex
Me.
with
Oh,
the
yes.
funky. Okay, what is the name of
Yes.
this thing? Because it looks like upside
I
down glasses.
I honestly I don't know. They're fun, they're not functional. I got them for my Burning Man adventure this year and
Is
they're
that what?
sparkly and they have diamonds on them.
They're very
So,
pretty. I just, trying to. Is there a name for it though?
um I don't
Well, you
know.
ordered it. What did you order?
I
Like, did you order Crazy W with
Hold
like?
on, hold on. I can tell you. It's I
Okay,
think they were under sunglasses. It was under sunglasses, but it was just like a face accessory.
okay. Yeah, okay. So it's cool. Like it does kind of look like librarian, like old lady glasses. Like hear me out. Like,
Hmm.
but it looks like it went just a little too low because
Yeah.
you know when you get like the old lady in the library and there she's like looking at you from just
Yeah,
above the
she's like,
eyeglasses.
yeah.
Yes, and you know you're in trouble because like
Yeah. It
yeah,
actually it feels
so
like that because it sits so low down on my nose. It feels a
yeah.
little funky, but
But
it's
that's your
fun.
thing for Burning Man. This is going to be your
I
how
just
which trip?
saw it. Oh, year six.
Good lord,
Year
woman, that is
six.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're a cult member.
So whatchamacallit, all right, so it's your 6 year going, and
Mhm.
is are you when is it, what like, are you excited about it, what is it?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's my the thing I look forward to most every year. It is the end of August, beginning of September, goes into Labor Day. It's a week long in the desert. Art, fun, friends, camping.
Nice. Very nice. All right, so this isn't about Burning Man. This is about all
Yep.
the cool shit that people do in their personal lives and professional lives, and sometimes that mixes, that kind of thing. Um, and that's always cool. What other crazy stuff do you do? Because you travel around, you've been to cool
I
places. Like,
do,
what else?
yeah. I love
Because
to
remember, like
travel.
this is your
Travel.
first tech bar. Nobody's
It,
nobody
yeah,
like
no,
unless they've
right?
seen you at
On
conferences
my
or sales, they
first
don't
tech
know you.
bar.
I want
This
them to
is
know
not
you.
my first tech bar. I was on the tech bar for Space Whiskey.
Oh my god, you're right. I forgot about Space Whiskey. Shit. We should yeah. Okay, but this is your first time
Okay, yes,
is your
yes.
first time co-hosting with me. Is your first time.
Co-hosting, yes, just me and you. It's
Yeah.
our first time, just us. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
travel is another passion of mine. I absolutely love it. I want to see the world. I've been to a few fun places, most recently Egypt, also India, Colombia, France, Italy. I absolutely love it. Fashion is another hobby of mine. I put on my little collar. I didn't make this, but I do also sew and make clothes and have a little like fun clothing line on the side too.
Really? What kind of is it, cat clothing?
No, it's not cat clothing. It's like fun festival party travel wear as shiny things, anything
Okay.
that
Okay.
sparkles.
Because I always wonder, like I see stuff like whatchamacallit, was it the Electric Daisy, whatever, the festival,
EDC.
I know, EDC, thank you.
Yeah.
So I see stuff like EDC, Burning Man, and all that my takeaway is, and this is like from the guy that used to DJ some of it. I never did Burning Man, but I've done EDC and I've done some others. Um, but as the guy that's done like this stuff, I look at this and I'm like, where the fuck do you buy this stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Because you'll see somebody walking around with like half of Saturn on one side of their face and
Yeah.
like MC Hammer pant. Like, it's just so crazy the stuff that's worn. And so I'm always like in awe, like, you can't walk into like Payless and be like, I
No,
want moon
definitely
boots.
not.
Like, that doesn't
You
exist,
can
you know?
you can find just about anything on the internet these days, but the more fun, like kind of party where a lot of the designers that make stuff, they will go to the festivals and actually sell stuff at festivals. So I've gotten a lot of things from vendors at festivals, and then when I travel a lot too, shopping in Europe is always
Okay.
fun. or anywhere.
Yeah,
I
that
love
makes
shopping
sense.
and everywhere I go. I love to shop everywhere I go, obviously. Uh, and yeah, but honestly, that's how I kind of got into sewing, is because I would see all these super fun, cool outfits and costumes, and they're expensive. So I was like, I can do that. My grandma
So we have
sew when I was young, so it was fun growing up.
actually my grandmother taught me to sew as well. My mom used to have to sew her own stuff in Cuba, and her mom, very mean lady. Actually, I'm glad Danny's not on, because Danny, it's his grandmother too. Yeah, she was rough, man. She was a little rough, but she did teach me to sew, so I got to give her that. Saying shout out to Danny, who's actually here in spirit. He's just not here with us. Super cousin Danny, and I did notice you renamed yourself. Danny's doing some family stuff, so he isn't able to join us on camera, but he's definitely with us in the chat and in spirit, and which is nice because we get to move things around. We've had Phil and Matt Fox cover for us. You're covering for Danny now. Like, doing this whole guest host co-host thing, I think is kind of cool. It's kind of fun. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Nice. So we
An
have
excuse
Simon
for
in
me
the
to dress
chat.
up.
Yeah, I know. Had to bend your arm, right?
Yeah.
So we got Matt Fox and Space Booze. Yeah, okay, he remembered. It's not just me. We got Drew saying that's my purse. I don't know what the hell. And Ashley, of course, saying I wish to raid your accessories. So is okay. I'm asking on behalf of all men on the planet. Is this a true statement?
Diamond girls do love diamonds, and I think the whole marriage and having to have the rock on the finger that makes them love it even more. So possibly,
Okay,
I think it depends on the
possibly.
woman, but possibly depends on the woman. But diamonds are always
Okay,
nice. I'll never turn a diamond down.
right. I mean, you don't say no to diamonds. I mean,
You can't say
hello,
no to
yeah.
diamonds.
So and Simon's calling out, absolutely we needed a female co-host on Tech Bar without question. Yeah, it's way too late. Although I kind of always counted Danny as kind of half, because he had the long hair, and I say had because nobody in the audience has seen him yet, but the hair's
Oh
gone.
yeah, it's gone. It's all gone.
Yeah, and Danny, if you've ever heard him speak Spanish, and Danny, call me out if I'm lying here, he gets very effeminate when he speaks Spanish. He sounds very, very effeminate, like a couple octaves higher. He's a little more flamboyant, which makes it Europeans, especially Italians, Cubans, Spaniards, talk with their hands. So that's not new. That's not new. It's just Danny is a whole vibe when he starts speaking in Spanish. So
Danny is always a vibe.
Danny is always a vibe. That's absolutely true. Yeah. Jack, I know you don't speak Spanish, but you need to get him. Are you asking about the hair or about Danny with the Spanish speaking? Now I'm wondering which one is which. We got Drew saying, well, you have to speak it fast and comes from the mouth, not the throat, so it sounds different. Okay. So some of you may notice Simon's not here with us, but he's always with us in the chat, and he's always with us in spirit. I'm producing the show today, so I apologize if it runs slower than normal. One of the things I missed, Alex, can you think of what I missed at the very beginning?
Well, we have a guest that we need to welcome on.
Yeah, but even before that, we always have Simon's intro. And
Oh, how
so
could I forget? Oh, poor
yeah, so let's
Simon.
play that, and then we'll bring up the guest and maybe even answer Simon's question in the chat.
Coming on this jungle tour was a great idea. The jungle, Oh, look, there's a panther. Wait, what's that noise? Oh my goodness, maybe this wasn't such a great idea. Easy, easy. If only I had someone that could speak to the predator. Ricky Cecchini, where are you? Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for is finally here. The Tech Bar, featuring Super Cousin Danny, featuring Powerhouse Ray, and this week we brought Ricky Cecchini of CloudRadial. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, grab your drinks and let's get right into the show.
In Tennessee, on the drive down, I knew I'd need them.
I love
we just hear Ashley just filling up her wine glass.
No, and it's so close to the mic. I can hear it. I can hear it pouring into the glass.
Not for nothing, but I love the hell out of our theme song. It just makes me so happy.
That was a bop. I didn't know we were coming out that strong. That was pretty good.
Yeah, man. It's I'm telling you, like all of our shows, it's the weirdest thing. Like all of our shows, we just have, I don't know who's calling me during this show. But all of our shows, we have like the best intro music. And this was an original, obviously we copied heavily from, or took inspiration heavily from whatchamacallit, heavily from Cheers. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. So with us, if you notice, we have a third person. Some of you may know him as Ricky Zucchini. I think that's exactly how it came across on the
The way it needs to come across, because like it's like high school bullying all over again. Cheers.
right. There you go. Cheers, man.
Mhm.
So, but you are not Ricky Zucchini, although I may call you that now for the rest of the evening.
You think
You are Ricky Cecchini
Chicky.
or Cecchini. Cecchini.
Cecchini.
Cecchini.
Bikini.
There you go.
Whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Whatever. But for those that don't know who you are, I haven't run into you lately. Tell us a little about yourself, man.
Yeah. So I work at a company called CloudRadial. I've been in the MSP space for a hot minute, but I've been all over, man. I used to started off doing like help desk stuff for in-house company, worked at an MSP, ended up doing like, I worked at a marketing agency for a long time doing like campaigns and stuff. So I just basically have accidentally specialized in MSP for a decade and like, oops.
So you were an accidental MSP.
Whoops.
It happens. It happens. I say all the time that whatchamacallit, I hate phones, and look where I landed. So yeah, it happens. We got some. The chat is on fire right now.
The chat's so
Simon's
popping
apologizing.
off.
Mhm.
I'm about to pop this
Seriously.
bottle.
Yeah, I think
So.
Keith introduced himself. He's popping off.
Yeah, because like, are you the one person on the planet that doesn't know Keith? Because apparently everybody knows Keith.
I must be. Keith, please. You have PhDs.
Oh, no,
I mean,
Keith?
what's your doctorate? What are we working with?
So Keith is the only one here that has the highest level of education. We still don't listen to him anyway, but Keith Rose is our permanent fixture in the chat. He has, I think he's only missed one of the last 61 episodes of Tech Bar. Yeah, that's a hell of a legacy.
Nice.
And even when he's in person at conferences, he will still be in the chat when we're doing these live. So it's yeah. I mean, and he's the infamous winner of the Rose, going back to the Heather episode. So yeah, and resident heckler, as Phil says, absolutely accurate. Damn, dude. So yeah, this is on fire. So how you feeling? You said you'd watched Tech Bar before, so you know a little bit of what's coming up.
I did.
Were there? I don't know if that's a good thing though. Is that like? Do you feel like prepared and excited, or like, oh shit, what did I get into?
I feel like I brought a shaker full of martini with me in a chromium, like like one of these guys. I feel like I've come as prepared as I could.
Good job.
Yeah,
sir.
I mean,
good job.
Just one.
Speaking of,
No.
do that.
Right, just one.
So getting into that, we do have some drinks for the night, and we'll go through them. Let me see here. Let me bring up the drinks for the night. What do we got? We have, where is Ricky's drink? What are we drinking, Ricky?
We're drinking a dirty martini. I got some blue cheese olives in here. No vermouth.
Oh,
Clean,
fancy.
you fancy.
Yeah. All right. And I don't see your drink of the day. Alex, what are you drinking?
I fancy too.
Oh,
Oh, you are fit. Oh, whoa. Oh, you bought the yellow jacket. Okay. Of course you did. Why would I expect anything
it matches
different?
my hair. It matches my hair, you know.
Is that really the reason we're going with it? Is that?
I mean, it's my favorite too, so and that's
All
why I
right.
put on my sparkles. Like I'm popping bottles. I gotta be
Oh,
fancy.
Because we're popping bottles in the club. Is that what we're doing?
Well,
And
on
already
the Tech
Phil
Bar.
loved you, by the way. Yeah. And so I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a bottle of Peerless. Actually, I have no idea if it's any good or not. I'm sure I got it from some list. But it's the Peerless single barrel. It's a rye whiskey. I love me some bourbon. And I'm not one of those guys to say just, ryes are not bourbons. So Ricky, we have rules here, right? This is not just nonsense.
run me through it. I need to know what I can't do. What's going on?
I'm going to bring up these rules. Alex is going to read them to us because she's our first guest, female guest co-host.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to read them to us, and these are very important, man. These are the rules we live and stand by. Okay. So Alex, if you can read us off. Oops, that's not the right one. This is what happens when I take control of the screen.
It's fine. All right. Tech bar rules. The bartenders are always right. No politics or religion at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear these phrases, you drink. Namaste, mute, and off the rails. Sports are on 24/7. And what happens at the bar stays at the bar. If the bartender is wrong, see rule 1.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And for the purposes of this show, we are the bartenders, the 3 of us. So congratulations on being a guest bartender.
I have always wanted to be a bartender. I've tried my hardest.
Well, how do you feel about giving a toast in front of thousands of people that eventually will watch this? Not right now, but
you know what? I'm okay with it. Let's go for it.
And we came prepared. Can you send us off with a toaster?
Now, I'm a little insecure. Is this pronounced Imgur? Imager? How do we do that?
I call it Imager, but
Okay.
this is the internet, so I guarantee you somebody will say it's wrong.
We're gonna go with the house rules because the bartender's always right. I think.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
That's right.
So to Imager, full of truth and full of fiction, and please raise your glasses to our unbreakable addiction. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Some people may not like olives in their drinks, but some people are wrong too. So whatever.
Olives are great.
Yeah, pretty good.
Right, you're on mute.
I
Mute.
have to be
Cheers,
Gotta
drink.
drink. Now
Muted.
we gotta drink.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know if
That's
that's
not
not
gonna go bad.
eager to pass. We'll see.
Yeah, it was a test. It was a test.
Okay,
You're doing well so far. You're 100%. You're doing well. Don't fuck it up. It's only down from here. So, you
Of
know.
course. You sound like my dad.
All right. So, Tech Bar, we've always had the drinking words. We'd like to iterate and do something new and fresh all the time. So when Danny first came on last April, he brought the idea of doing a special extra word, a special 4th word for a drinking word. And we've been letting the guests pick the word. So you get to pick our 4th drinking word.
And it can't be something like and or to, right? Because that would.
Yeah, I mean, we're all for irresponsible decisions and whatever makes a better story. We're not trying to cause liver damage. So that's the range we're looking for.
I think I'm going to go for security. How about that?
Okay, we can go for security. I would have done zucchini, but I think the crowd would have abused that in a heartbeat. So
MSP, but I figure that would also probably.
And we have some immigrants. There we go. All right, and we're going to learn some more about Ricky as soon as we come back from this fun episode about Simon's Wall.
Oh yeah.
Tired of traditional advertising? Say hello to Simon's Wall Space Emporium.
That's right, my walls are so empty, they're the perfect canvas for your ads. Choose from a range of ad sizes, mini, mega, or ultra panoramic.
But wait, there's more. Introducing the Super Saver Package. Get a mini, a mega, and an ultra panoramic ad space all for one low price.
Act now and we'll even throw an extra spot on my ceiling.
Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Call 1-833-MSP-NETWORK to order your ad space on Simon's Walls today.
Simon's Wall Space Emporium. Your ads will never look any better.
I literally snorted a little bit. That was so funny.
And I will say, I don't watch these ahead of time. I specifically tell the team, don't fill us in. Same thing with Danny. I want to enjoy this with the rest of you guys. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
I like his the wink.
It's the wink, right? It's the wink. It's Ash says it best. It's the wink. I mean, Ricky, you go out there, you talk to people, and you sell your wares. Have you ever finished with that Simon wink?
Oh, I've been known to peddle the wink as well, but like I and do one of these or other side. We can both wink both sides. I know people that can only wink on one side.
Yeah, you can see how this can go off
got
the
that.
rails so quick, right? that was hot though. You're giving me mixed signals here, dude. I don't know left or right, left or right.
I got to make sure I hit on both bartenders at the same time.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Ricky. So we got some background on you, dude. Yes, you're with CloudRadial, but you're also a human being with amazing fun times, and that's what this is about, right? If you haven't heard the genesis of Tech Bar, it was that Sean Lardo and I, we were doing our first virtual conference because COVID had just happened, and we missed hanging out with people in the hallways, the hallway sessions, right? Or hanging out at the bar where I usually plant myself. And we said, fuck it. We'll make a virtual conference. If nobody's doing conferences, we'll do it. So we did it in like 60, 75 days, put together a 2-day conference with 700 people, 800 attendees. It was pretty badass. It was fun. And then as a wrap up for that event, we did a happy hour. Like, we were all trying to figure out in Zoom. We had so much fun and so much great feedback. It turned into a bi-weekly show. And that was the Tech Bar. And fast forward to today, we're doing the same thing. This is hanging out at the bar after the sessions, just chilling with your friends for the day, for a couple hours. That's what we're doing here. So we asked you for some stories on what you've been doing. See, we've had these mistaken doppelganger identity stuff. What happened to you at ASCII, dude?
Yeah, so this is like they were like, for everyone else who I'm sure is like, what? I get mistaken a lot of conferences. Now, it may be the fact that I'm a bald white dude at an IT conference, which is rare, right? Like none of those around.
Yeah.
But like I got full on fat shamed at a buffet by an employee, and I didn't like it one bit. And I'm sure there's another dude with the exact same story out there. But I had woken up, I think it was like my first or maybe my second ASCII show ever. And I go to get breakfast at the first time, and then this hotel guy, like who's minding the line, stops me and he goes, "No, sir, that's it." And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "You've been up here like 4 times already." And I was like,
"Okay, that's not fat shaming. That's full on like crossing the line, like parenting you."
And I was like, "Get off your high horse. This is a Marriott. Go away." No.
Okay, that needs to be a shirt. Get off your high horse. This is a Marriott.
I know. I was like, and I was trying to get like powdered eggs. Like, get on. It's like a 4-cent deal, but the guy still kicked me out of the line. I wasn't able to have breakfast the first day because he was like, "I've seen you too many times in this line." Sad.
What a dick. What a fucking dick. But even if you did, like, who shuts somebody off at a freaking hotel buffet?
I don't know.
It's a buffet.
It's dude. That's literally what this nation was built on: fat shaming or getting multiple trips to the buffet. Because I could argue both.
Also, I found out that they for a hot secret for everybody else, coffee is apparently really expensive at conferences because people run through gallons of them. So that's why you see them wheeling it in and out very aggressively, depending on where you go. I didn't know how much coffee costs, but if you really want to hurt their wallet, drink like 4 cups. They hate it. It's the worst.
Okay, so as someone who has helped put on a conference, yeah, oh yeah, I got multiple of these 30-ounce and 64-ounce bad boys. Shop.oat.co if you want to go get it. But figure we're on YouTube, why not do it? But whatchamacallit? So having helped plan MSP GeekCon, we got visibility to the financials. And it is ridiculous, as a first-time conference and as a new conference, or as a grassroots conference, we had to be picky and choosy about where we could have breakfast. We couldn't have breakfast every day of the conference. Like, it was ridiculously expensive. And those sodas are like $4 or $5 a can, and the coffee is also ridiculously expensive for being dirty bean water, and which I love dirty bean water. But so I'm the kind of guy, like, I'm a pack rat, so I'll go through and I'll grab like 5 or 6 bottles of water and leave them in my backpack, because at 3 a.m. coming back from the bar, I'm like super parched, so I like to have stuff with me. And I just apologized to Spooner and Mendy. I was like, my bad, dude. I didn't realize how much I was like fucking people. It's not going to stop.
Literally same exact thing. Like I'll get a backpack and go down to like the buffets and stuff and steal out of principle, but also out of justice. And then I found out, just like you, that it is expensive, and I feel a little bad. But when it's like when it's like IT Nation or like Kaseya or something, I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
I know what you mean though about the aggressively pushing the coffee carts in and out. I'm always like, wait, no.
Yeah. It's like the same way that they like, and they God forbid you try to get like a little pivot of the problem. They're like, no, they swat you away. It's crazy.
There we go. Drew's offering to go to the next conference at his house. So
steal your water bottles.
Ricky, got a question for you.
Shoot.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
I have absolutely zero preference. I don't know why you would ask that. Ray is
Which one's your favorite?
It's the forbidden word. I can't.
Ray, you're muted. Now we all have to do
the different.
That's why I was doing it.
I like Star Wars. However, I am a next generation guy when it comes to Star Trek.
Okay.
Look at this one actually.
Look at freaking and Phil getting all like pushy. He's like, choose.
Choose.
Okay, but hold on. So one of these things is not like the other. That yellow one is Leia's, or who's the yellow one? The one on your right hand side?
It's actually no. I wish it were they were that easy. This is one of the old custom ones you can get built. It's not like the Disney one.
Oh, at Savi's workshop. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have. I did one too with whatchamacallit. I did one too with like the Tusk and some other stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I have some New Hope Luke ones and Vader and 15 other blades.
It's
you have like all of them.
You get toys out of Star Wars, but I like a good trade negotiation in Star Trek and peace talks as much. Again, next generation, honorable mention. I mean, I'm a big Picard fan.
You get one of these from Galaxy's Edge?
No, that looks pretty sweet.
So we went last year. So we do a company retreat every year, and for the last 2 years we do it right after Connect, and we rent a house in Orlando and fly everybody down and do Disney for the weekend, and just all sorts of shenanigans. So Steven, one of my engineers, it was his first time. He lives in Canada. It was his first time at Disney. He ended up buying 4 lightsabers for his brothers and for himself and whatever. Really good guy. They gave him one of these for every lightsaber he bought. So he's like, what the fuck? One, he's got to ship it back. And two, like, what the fuck do you do with 4 of these? So he gave me one. And I thought that was really cool. So yeah.
Ray's got all the toys.
I have a confession. I've
All
never
the
been to
toys.
Galaxy's Edge. Never been. Don't know.
Dude,
You never been where?
Come on, man.
Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars land.
And they're getting rid of the Star Cruiser too.
I heard.
So yeah. Well, I've been talking to Danny about maybe just taking like one quick trip. I mean, you can't take a quick trip. It's 3 days period, but just taking advantage before they shut it down. Just because, but
we're in Orlando
expensive.
so much. You got to go before it's gone.
But it's like, yeah, but it's like $8,000 or $7,000 for like a family of 2.
It's so ridiculous. And it cost them like, I mean, was it hundreds of millions to do it? I don't even know.
Yeah. HP paid for it or sponsored a good part of it. HP has a private lounge in Galaxy's Edge.
No.
Yeah. If you ever meet Magic over from HP, talk to him about getting access. They have a private sector because they sponsored the build of the Galactic Star Cruiser. Mm-hmm. And so they have the whole private area just for them. I've been politicking for that for a while. So now, to be fair, I'm a Star Wars guy, but I appreciate Star Trek. I absolutely have watched all of them. I'm a really big fan of Picard. I'm a really big fan of what's the newer one with Chris Pine, where they go into the future.
I've heard that's good. I need to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
on
the movies and stuff. They start beyond it.
No, I was watching. It's on Paramount Plus. It's a show.
The show.
Yeah, Star Wars Discovery.
Oh, New World, I think.
The New World, yes, it's fantastic.
Oh, Drew said it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard good things from multiple people.
There we go. Strange New Worlds. That one.
It's really so easy to be a nerd nowadays, though, because it's like first of all, everyone is, and second of all, it's like the time of having to choose a fandom is over. Like it's like you see people that like have a Game of Thrones tat next to their Star Wars, next to their Star Trek. It's like it's just like whatever. What's your favorite? But everyone's in all of it. It used to be that you couldn't have the time before. You had to pick one. Now it's like
yeah.
all of it.
Oh no,
Right.
Danny got super cousin Danny got one of the symbols from Destiny. You know, I have nothing against Star Wars tattoos. I do other stuff for me. But you know, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Like within this room, I have you can see my Void Busters poster here, but I have other posters I made. So I have Captain America, which is actually Captain Cloudy. I have the Dark Knight, which is actually the Dark Cloudy, and Ironclad, which is Iron Man. I'm all about it. In my same room with 12 light or 14 lightsabers, I have a Mjolnir, I have a Stormbreaker, I have you name it.
Right.
You know, you can enjoy so much nowadays. It doesn't matter, you know. And then Disney's going to buy them anyway, so you still have cross universe.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. So you're literally just sticking to one IP anyway. So that's
Like, I'm here for all the costumes and all of them.
Yeah, Alex is just like, I can buy more stuff and dress up more. It's, you know, but it's good.
Is infinite. You can dress up as whatever, and that's always cool.
Yeah.
So we have hobbies here. The teddy bears. That's what I think whenever I see Grateful Dead.
Brought a lot of
to
the show.
Are you a Deadhead? Is that what it is? It's called Deadhead, right?
I'm a Deadhead. Head of Dead.
Yeah,
that's correct. But I try to not jam in people's faces because Deadheads can often be the most obnoxious fans like out there because they're very elitist, and I'm not 68, so I can't be a real Deadhead because a real Deadhead would tell you they went to go see the Grateful Dead in the 60s when they were 30, and I am not 90, so.
So are you? So that kills me though. It's like saying you can't be a Pink Floyd fan unless you saw it live. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Or the Doors? You know what I mean?
Jerry Garcia's dead, so the Grateful Dead technically is no longer a thing and hasn't been forever. So now they have Dead and Company, which is comprised of a few of the original members. But a lot of people say like, nope, you can't be into the Grateful Dead because you never saw them. You'll never. And it's like, well, I saw the new ones with the original members playing the songs. They're like, nope, doesn't count. You never saw them. It's like, missed the boat.
Oh God, it sounds like some of the Burning Man fanatics that are like older burners, and they're like, it's not the same.
It's like you weren't at the first Burning Man, derivative.
Yeah.
Well, and so like I look at it like Boys to Men, right? If you go see they tour today. I forgot, was it Teddy that's no longer with them? But one of the guys is no longer with them. They replaced him, so now Boys to Men is 3 original dudes and 1 new dude, and it doesn't sound good either. I'm not. You know what? Maybe I'm arguing for the original Deads. Maybe I should shut the fuck up. Never mind.
Scuba diving. We're moving on to scuba diving. I've never been scuba diving, but I would love to go scuba diving. How is that? Is it super scary being under like the water with the pressure and like learning to breathe out of all the different things?
I think, and if there's any divers out there, hit us up in the chat because I need my diver bros to defend here. But I think the scariest part about scuba diving probably is not the swimming or the the underwater and whatever. I think it's depending on how your personality is and if you have this fear to begin with. When you're diving and you do any kind of like deeper water stuff and you have that inflection moment where you can look around and there's no bottom and there's no top and it's just open blue and it's just nothing. So you can't, you can see as far as the eye goes, but there's no fish. You're just sitting in basically stasis, and that can freak people out super hard because you're just like you don't know what's coming to you. You can't see that far.
Yeah.
And that feeling freaks people out super hard.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. And like not knowing like which way is up, like to get out.
Yeah. And mostly like, I think that the diving is really not very difficult, but it's one of those things that when things go wrong, if you freak out, it can get really bad, really fast.
Off the rails.
Yeah. Off the rails. So, but Phil's right. You used to get beat up for saying the wrong thing, right? It was almost like game colors as far as like Star Wars versus Star Trek. You'd get like your ass kicked. You actually we have another one here about some movie interests, but we have a cutscene to play.
right to my heart. Oh, so good. Now, objectively speaking, if I may hijack the podcast for just a moment.
Please.
Objectively speaking, I know people will say, "Oh, it was an offshoot," but Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift,
I love it too. I always get
greatest
made fun
movie
of
of all
for it
time.
too. Yes.
I mean,
I love-
just the music, like just the ding, ding, ding. Like you can be go-kart racing and you still hear that, and that is the soundtrack you hear.
The
You know what I
idea
mean?
of adding some country bumpkin who is, by the way, from California, that never made sense. He has this thick Southern accent, Sean Boswell.
Right.
Yeah. Confused.
Well, you know, Florida's south, right?
Oh, sure.
I mean,
They ship him over, and then like the whole thing, you know, they got little Bow Wow in there. They've got, it's just a perfect mix of just like, what the hell kind of cocaine do you have to do to come up with this? And it's wonderful.
I mean, to be fair, they also put a car in space. Like that was
They
a
did put
reasonable thing.
Pontiac Fiero in space, and I've always been a fan of that. That's great.
Now, I want to know what show. Hold on, that's not what I was looking for. I want to know what show Drew is watching. Like, where did this come out of?
I know Drew's like,
What?
I mean, to be fair, he did say he was namasteing well before the show started. So, cheers to that.
Cheers.
But Drew is definitely one to walk his own whatchamacallit, his own line. I'm not sure if I could trust this. Simon never watches movies, so for him to say he has any favorite movie that's not Scarface, I don't know. Questionable. Oh, Deadhead. There we go.
Getting Deadhead.
Getting Deadhead.
Getting Deadhead. That's fair.
It's clicking now.
Yeah, my brain. I'm going way too far down with this. I'm not going to continue that. But thank you, Martin, for letting us abuse you. So Martin is. Do you know Martin Keir?
Mm-mm.
No. So he was an MSP. Then he went to work for LabTech, ConnectWise. He was a PM over at LabTech, and then he's an admin of MSP Geek. He's actually the founder of MSP Geek, and then he works for me now, overseeing our dev team. But he is a hardcore racing sim guy. Like he didn't have to go out and get anything. Like we would have absolutely bought shit. So now, haha, you screwed up, Martin. But you know, he has like the racing rig, the seat, the pedals, the gear shift, the steering wheel, like the display up front. It is hardcore.
But God damn it, I respect that. I respect someone who's
I do
like a mouse and keyboard. Someone who's just like, no, I have to get the seat positioning, the proper gated shifter. Like that's always been like, you know what? Good for you. Stick to it.
Which is why, and as somebody that loves like all the toys, like I'd love to get into flight sim for the same reason you like the water. I love the water.
Totally.
Like my favorite thing is to go on the boat, just go open ocean, nothing around. Like that's happiness to me. And so I like the idea of flying and the flight sim and all the shit around you. And then I realized it's exactly like all the other toys I bought, that you realize it's a pain in the ass to set up, so you never actually play it.
Or you like dedicate a room to it that you lose forever. You're just like, this is the flight sim room, and then you just shut that. And
I mean, and there's people that do that. Like they build their own housing. Have you seen this stuff, Alex? It is ridiculous. Yeah. So it's bonkers. So I'm supposed to ask you about Martin Lawrence's 2011 film Black Knight. And I will tell you the truth. I saw that movie in theaters, and I've never thought about it since until this exact moment. So
and you're like, it's okay to be wrong. You're like most people, but my girlfriend won't let me keep it in the house, but I have a signed manuscript of that film. Now, most people are like, what are you talking about with that? It's this great film. I encourage you to look it up. But it is a film that is just like, it's mixed with casual racism. If you dropped a black guy from south side of LA into medieval times, and it's just as stupid as you'd think, and it's like absolutely worth your hour and a half. Probably not worth your movie ticket, but like download it, stream it illegally. Totally.
Oh, I have seen this movie. I couldn't
they take
place
him out
it.
of the present.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a friend, and they get into a fight, and they're playing around. He falls into a moat and picks up a magic amulet.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up in, again, medieval times, and he has to bring the humor of Southside LA to Starving Kingdom. And it's just,
it's Hot Tub Time Machine meets Wild Wild West.
And that sounds like it would be a disaster, and it is.
But some stuff is just like, even though they go off the rails,
Knight's Tale.
It's fucking great. But it's still fun though, you know. You're getting Zelda tune. ashamed. First of all, it is, what's it called? Something Night? Black
Black Knight.
Yeah.
There's a scene where he I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's 20 years too late, but
I mean, it's yeah. I mean,
it was 20 years too late for a modern blaxploitation movie, but it is he shoots a flamethrower out of his mouth with spray paint, and he scares people, and he tries to bring the power of fire to peasants using a lighter, and that's a great sequence as well.
Oh yeah, I remember
worth
that
looking
one,
into.
Yeah.
oh my god, that's yeah, okay.
I got to
So,
play with a flamethrower once. Those are pretty fun. My buddy made one.
was that a
had it
Burning
outside.
Man thing, or was that just a Wild
Actually,
Saturday
no.
thing?
Yeah, hold on. Like we've been talking about
One of my buddies had like made one, and he was like telling me about it. I was like, well, where is it at? I want to see it. And so he went and got it, and I was like, can I do it? And he was like, yeah. So he turned it up, and I was like, whoosh, and it's like whoosh, big flame.
Does Elon Musk still sell his flamethrowers? Are those still for sale?
Is
You know
that
what
a
I'm talking
thing? Like he sells
Oh.
flamethrowers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
Elon
sold
Musk
them,
used to
yeah.
sell- I'm gonna look it up.
What? Why? Like,
Okay, yeah. It literally, because he had his tunneling company, the boring company.
yeah.
Yeah, and he had he sold flamethrowers. I mean, I don't know if we're able to pull stuff up on the fly. If
Let me
not,
see. Yeah. Let me see what I can find here.
I think they were like $500, and you can get, you could commit war crimes according to the Geneva Convention. So,
I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it right.
Mhm,
I mean, let's see here. Share screen. Let's
and
see what.
to be
we
honest,
got.
they do look like, back to the Star Wars thing. They look a little bit like blasters, but they're flamethrowers. Yeah, there you go.
$500 flamethrowers for his tunneling venture.
Mhm.
Why? I mean, they do look cool
I
as
mean,
shit, though. That looks like
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
from Star
that
Wars.
one's like very
Let's be
compact.
honest, super cool.
Yeah, that one's very compact.
I mean, I'm talking shit, and then I'm like, that might be. Oh, damn, I'd definitely pick that up.
Mhm.
That is
Right,
that
get
is
it,
dope.
get it,
Alex, would you stop? Alex, you're bad,
get
Jeez.
it, get it.
dude. Like, okay, so here's my thing. Like, I've been dying to get a t-shirt cannon, and Alex knows I'm very easily persuaded. Like, you just have to breathe in the right direction. I'm like, yeah, I could buy that. I could see why we'd use that.
Mhm.
And the IRS rules are very, very unclear about the shit I can do. Case in point, we have a budget for liquor for Tech Bar. So we were on stage we were going to do the thing where we were on stage for IT Nation Connect for the rap battle, and Martin's throwing shirts, and Alex is like, we need a t-shirt cannon, and we'll do shit. And Alex is like, we should buy this, and it's always ridiculous shit. And I'm like, yeah, maybe we should. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm glad now it's recorded. So now Michelle sees it. My wife, who's our CFO, sees it, and she realizes it's not
no.
me.
You
It's
can write that off as a business expense, surely. A nice t-shirt
Yeah.
cannon. Yeah.
A
it's not
t-shirt
the
cannon,
product
yes, for
or
sure.
the fun.
Maybe not a flamethrower.
It's the required insurance after the fact, because somebody's going to get hit. I prefer to just shoot.
Figure out a
silent.
way to sneak that through, like airport security. That would be cool.
Could you imagine? Like, you just, like, people carry their surfboards. Oh,
Airport security traps, sir.
Oh, I missed
Yes,
it.
it was.
Okay.
Mhm.
so let's see. If Ray gets one, Tony Francisco will have to get one, which is absolutely true. That is
Are we
the.
talking flamethrowers or t-shirt cannons? I'm confused.
I think the answer is yes to both questions.
All right.
I mean,
Too dangerous. Y'all start like shooting at each other like the Nerf guns at MSP GeekCon. Someone will definitely get hurt. I'll definitely get in trouble then. Michelle will never speak to me. Okay, flamethrowers are a bad idea.
Mhm. Probably.
yeah. And of course, Glenn, being the good friend of mine he is, he's like, no, it's Ray's fault. It's like, thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Shit. So how you liking your martini so far?
You know, it's getting better by the sip. It's weird. These blue olives seem to be blue cheese olives have all but faded the blue cheese in them, but I refuse to swallow.
Oh, look at you all fancy schmancy with the blue cheese
I
olives.
even brought myself a little, I know it's very out of focus probably,
Oh,
a little metal
yeah.
saber because I wanted to be fancy.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
wow.
Well,
Yeah,
I hear that swords are kind of your thing. So
You know, it's almost like I brought it on purpose. I have again. This is
Please
right.
pull out the martini sword. Like, please, like, let that be the one you pull out.
I have a fine martini saber, which obviously is the best kind. Now,
which was the one thing missing from the Highlander series. If they had a martini saber, it would have been over.
I went to school with a martini saber. He was a good guy, but
Great guy.
great guy. I got in trouble. So let me tell you a CloudRadial story. When I first started doing webinars for CloudRadial, because I used to do a lot of stuff, I had no girlfriend, shocker, and a lot of blades on the walls. Now I have a girlfriend and no blades on the walls because she doesn't like them. But I have a duffel bag full of swords that I can't get rid of, because how do you get rid of a sword short of selling it to children or throwing it away? And garbage people don't like finding like Prince of Persia daggers inside of their trash, I found.
I mean, you don't know. Don't judge them. You don't know for a fact they may not enjoy it. I mean, they could.
Ricky, if you still got them, I'll take them.
No. You're the last person that needs anything sharp or dangerous.
I would love to. Also,
No.
Drew's correct. I am a skateboarder. I broke my arm skateboarding and did webinars for a while telling people the truth. I was like, I broke my arm trying to do a pop shove it in the parking lot. So,
But have you ever said "see you later, boy"? I regret saying that out loud. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take a drink for that. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, I'll take a drink for that L. I should not be singing Avril Lavigne ever.
I loved it. He was a skater boy. She said, "See you." Was it good
Bring back using number 8 for later in skater. I feel like that's.
Oh,
if there's one thing that needs to come back is the letter number. Say that, Martini.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we'll always be elite, right? With the 2 3s. I mean, come on, bro.
My bank pin is still 1337 for anybody out there.
That's so crazy. And what street did you grow up on again?
Fake Street, last time I checked.
So I'm looking here. Whatchamacallit. So you know you're doing the white guy trifecta, right? Bald, beard, hat, guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, you're putting yourself in a box.
A beer shirt. I'm like, yeah, short of my IPA off camera. And then totally, I got it all.
I can't do IPAs. I'm sorry, I cannot do IPAs. Anything that's like, this smells like rat piss, it's a good drink. No, dude. Like,
when people just sell you on why you're an idiot for not liking a thing, I feel like you're not an idiot for not liking that thing.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
There were a lot of turns and twists in that after I've been drinking for a while. So
it's like people are like, hey, this thing tastes like shit and it's hard to drink. And like anytime you have to describe a drink as drinkable, that's not a good drink. It should automatically be
right.
Well, that's how drinks are.
Well, and that's the thing. Like if you get a bottle of wine and it smells like cat pee,
yes,
that is a thing. That is a proper qualifier for wine. It also means the wine is bad, right? It's soured. But if you get an IPA and you see on the label cat piss, most people will buy it if they're IPA people, right? Like, why?
Yeah, I know that wasn't a slot in the discussion, but like some of the shit that people are producing, like it was cool, right? They were like mango IPA. It's like, all right, sure. And then it was like, you've got your dream popsicle hazy IPAs with, like you got your milk stout, like germinated IPAs, and some of them are just like foul. And at this point, it's just like, please just stop. Enough.
Yeah. No,
I've never been a beer drinker.
Not at all. Not even with your fancy Viv. How do you pronounce it? Is it
Viv? It is champagne. It is not beer, Ray. Come on.
I know it's not beer. I know. Do you want to see my purchase history? I got the Viv cases to prove I know what the fuck I'm doing. Don't get me wrong.
Roll through it right now.
Yeah.
There was like a raspberry, like framboise beer, like something that I liked one time. If it's flavored, I like it. But just like
you're like the Hoffenschneiser Frisian people.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
You're like the lemony, the citrus shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoffenweiser. Danny will call in now. He loves that shit.
All right.
Oh man.
I'm gonna answer.
So what do you say we get this going? We have a bunch of lightning round questions that Alex is gonna ask you.
Are you ready?
Answer the first thing that comes to your head when she asks, though. That's the catch.
Okay. All right.
Don't think, just answer.
Okay.
Favorite day of the week?
Because I'm
Wednesday.
Oh.
Why?
Hump day. Funny.
Fair enough. Midday.
Not the truth. It was the first.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay. What condiments do you add to your hot dog?
I am a mustard guy.
Mustard. Okay. Just mustard. Nothing else.
I like hot dog. I like ketchup and mustard. But
okay.
They say like once you're 13 years old, like mustard's the only option at that point. Like you've become a man and you only can do mustard.
Right.
I
you
like to
can
add
also-
onions too. That's not really
Yeah,
condiment.
but that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
do you start going like relish, or if it gets you just go like onion. We could debate hot dogs all day.
What about pineapples on pizza?
Fuck no, get out of here. No way.
Thank you. Danny. Did you fucking hear that? He said no pineapples on
Look at my
pizza.
last name. Zucchini's are proud people. There's no way. No.
Right.
Oh
you would never
my,
like
it's
zucchini and
good,
pineapple.
it's
You're not gonna have
good. Okay,
a veg
what?
and
Okay.
a fruit pita on the pizza. I'm with you, dude.
All right, whatever.
And for the record,
whatever.
I
Okay.
would absolutely do roasted zucchini on a pizza in a heartbeat.
Sure. Look, real Italian
What?
pizza is weird as shit. They put eggs and prosciutto and stuff, and like I'm down with some weird shit. Pineapple,
Yeah.
No,
You're down for eggs on pizza, but not pineapple?
totally, yeah.
Okay, Ricky. Okay. All right. Well, what is something that you could eat for a week straight?
Sushi, no doubt.
Ooh, same.
What
I
kind of
love
sushi?
But that's the thing. So sushi's so volatile. So you could pick something. You could go California rolls. You can go. Well, I guess technically, if we're going like nigiri, you could do some squid. You could do all kinds of stuff with sushi. And then if you get real weird, you can do like your sushi with other weird. Sushi is just like a vehicle. It's like pizza. So I feel like that's an easy cop out for me. Because
I got it.
I like
So
spicy tuna with rice paper over seaweed, add cream cheese, and the super crunch with spicy mayo.
it's
That's
the
my
cream
roll.
cheese thing that gets me. I'm not a fan of cream cheese, and there's so many American sushis that have cream cheese in them.
Oh, definitely.
That's
American
not my
thing.
thing.
I
Yeah.
don't.
You're a sushi girl. Do you like the sushi?
I
though?
do. Yeah, I actually have been eating sushi since I was like 2 years old. My grandfather loved it. And so I used to go to my parents' office when I was younger while they would work, and that was like my daycare. So he would always take me to lunch, and he always went to sushi for lunch. And so I was like literally eating just raw pieces of tuna at 2 years old. He would pay me like $1 for every jelly bean I could pick up if I used the chopsticks without having to have like the thing on it for the kitties, you know? So yeah, sushi, love it. All right, so
kick people out of the chat. I want to kick Kelvin out.
Yeah, Kelvin. If you can pronounce his last name properly, I will kick him out of the chat right now.
This is gonna stay.
So now
All
I will
right.
say you need to get your pronunciations in check, because we're going to check some of your Wookiee pronunciations later, by the way.
Oh no!
So
Okay,
just giving you a heads up.
get ready. What's the last song you listened to?
I listened to "Cigarettes After Sex," "Neon Moon," which is a take on a country song for Neon Moon.
I know the country song. That was like my favorite song as a child. I don't really like country now, but as a child, I loved that song for some reason.
It's like a slow sad boy remake of it. I recommend anyone who wants to cut.
I gotta check it out. Yeah, I gotta check it out. All right.
Speaking of sad
So-
boy, Kelvin should not be allowed to yay himself.
No, I agree.
That
That's
is-
a party foul. Party foul, yaying yourself.
Kelvin, namaste.
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 All right. So, favorite city in the U.S. besides the one that you live in?
Boulder, Colorado.
Okay. I've never
Yeah.
been to Boulder. I've been to Denver, but why?
Boulder-
What do you love about Boulder?
Well, mostly because I see the Grateful Dead there. But it's like a charming college
Wow.
town that I suspect. If anyone's
Okay.
from Boulder, please correct me or agree with me, whatever. But like when there's stuff going on in Boulder, cool city. When there's nothing going on in Boulder, it feels like a sleepy town with nothing going on. And I like the dichotomy. I like
College town.
hiking. Yeah, college town, but like surrounded by really pretty mountains and stuff. So it's a cool place, I feel.
Okay. So, this next one you have to choose if you could speak any language or talk to animals.
Animals, easy. Why would I talk to humans? No way.
Yeah, sure. I've heard you. Who wants to talk to them, right?
I would definitely choose. Like, I like to travel though, which I heard you do too. So I'm surprised you didn't choose language, but that's okay. But yeah, the language thing would make traveling so nice.
Well, okay, so let's clarify. Just I know I'm dragging here, but like all languages and all animals, or is it like I speak French and I only speak hamster? Like, are we picking one of each?
No, it's all. All.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
okay.
wait. Are you speaking French to the hamsters? Is this a Ratatouille thing, or what? I want to know. Like,
the technicalities in this are important here.
yes, because okay, of all the species, like Noah put 2 of everything, and you're like, I could talk to any of these. You're like, that hamster looks like he knows Latin languages. I'm gonna fucking talk French to him. Like, how does that go?
I feel like if it works the way I hope it does, if you can speak to it, hopefully you can understand it as well, right? Is that a given?
Mhm.
And I feel like
Yeah.
you would be in hell, because imagine going outside and hearing bugs and birds just screaming words and languages all the time. So probably actually I just take language for the sake of
Oh, so you're changing your mind now. We're changing the
I
answer.
have to, because again,
Okay.
imagine going outside and hearing
This is why you got to do the first thing on lightning round. You can't sit there and like, you know, analyze your answer, because we want to know if you're really a sociopath or you're just like, if you're putting pineapple on pizza,
right.
You know.
Listen, Rick, you admitted one time that you would try my way of pineapples on pizza, so I don't want to hear this.
Ray.
Oh, never, never, never. Yeah, Ricky, don't let him fool you. He
Ray.
said
Hold
he
on,
would
hold on,
try
hold
it.
on. It was not that. There were things that needed to be added to it. Okay. Yes, I'm that guy that keeps hot sauce right next to me.
So pineapple, jalapeno, and pepperoni.
That's how she got me. The jalapeno and pepper, the pineapple and jalapeno. Because if you've ever had grilled
pineapple,
fucking amazing.
So good.
Fucking amazing.
So good.
So pineapple and jalapeno, sweet and spicy.
Sure.
I could see that working. Now you add the acidity of the tomato sauce and then the savoriness of the cheese. Oh, I'm in. But
Ricky,
just a
what do
sweet
you
pineapple
say?
and ham.
Have we flipped you? Have we flipped you?
This is like the equivalent of being like, I would never, but like for the pinky first, maybe. It's like no. This is
That's like with enough drinks.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, who knows what happens.
I'd try that. Okay, so here's the thing I'm calling out. Are you going to IT Nation Connect?
Totally.
I say that because that's the one everybody and their mother goes to. So what has become my thing for the past year or so, it wasn't on purpose, it was just a thing. So most times people know they find me at the bar, I'll buy drinks for absolutely anybody, and we will drink. I set my position and everybody kind of comes and hangs out and it becomes a party place. Cool. So for the last year or so, I've been hanging out and there's a ton of people buying drinks. You know this, we're vendors, we buy drinks for everybody. That's you know what that we don't do? Buy fucking stacks of pizza pies at 2 a.m. at the bar. That's what this guy's been doing. And yeah, so I'm calling it a connect. I'm going to buy pineapple, at least 1 or 2 pineapple pizzas with jalapenos on them.
Yes.
Like do them Alex style. Yeah.
Are you gonna try it, Ricky? What do you say?
If we can make this into a live stream situation where we do a live rating. To talk, because if it sucks, I would like to also make that a genuine thing, saying like this is
be like, ladies and gentlemen, this is a PSA. Only you can prevent bad decisions.
Again, I know I'm on the technicalities here, but like, is there such a thing? Like, because what you described, I like the idea of pineapple kind of spice. That sounds delicious. Is there like a salsa? Is there something we could work into? Like, because
that's what I'm thinking. Okay, hear me out. So, have you ever had sweet chili sauce?
Love it.
Put that bitch on top of the pineapple and jalapenos with the cheese and the pepperoni, and that to me sounds like heaven. Like, I'm not saying I'm Emerald here, but I'm saying, bam, motherfucker, that's going to be amazing.
It's just like sometimes you look at like math equations, you're like, that can't be right. It's like sometimes you get the right answer without knowing what the fuck you're doing, and I'm happy to be wrong. So like, I'm willing to try.
All right, that's good enough for me. Favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving, because it's like Christmas without buying gifts.
Okay, I like that. And favorite snack?
My girlfriend.
Good answer. Good answer, sir.
Wait till my wife finds out. She's gonna be pissed.
Ricky.
Yeah.
So okay, this is a little bit of blue humor, but realize my dad was born in 1929, so mindset. I'm qualifying it there. He had a sign in the office back in the 90s or 80s, and I remember this like vividly. The sign says, the definition of stress is that your wife, your mortgage, and your girlfriend are all 3 months late. And that's one of those things that stuck with me as like a 12-year-old. I was like, that's humor. But which explains a lot nowadays.
Off the rails. Yeah. All right, Ricky. You got to
Michelle, I love you. I gotta say once.
You got to choose again. Invisibility or strength?
Invisibility. I don't punch enough people to make that useful.
I said the same thing, so I feel that. Okay, favorite childhood.
But there's the argument against invisibility, right? There's I like invisibility. I also like flight. But my thing is, so every guest up to now has said, I don't want to do visibility because people are going to think I'm doing something bad. But that means you're thinking about doing. Now, I'll be honest. We're all thinking about doing something bad.
Totally.
Yeah. I would totally be, I firmly believe the reason I don't have superpowers because I would abuse the shit out of them. So
They would be a villain.
I would absolutely.
No,
They'd have so much more
no.
fun. I'd be
It's
flying
fun.
over planes and just tapping them.
Okay, so Ricky, what would be the first thing you would do if you had invisibility?
Oh man, I would fuck with a lot of people.
So you just want to antagonize people.
Yeah, but like, okay, again, it's like for the sake of clarity, it's like when you're invisible, do you have to be naked or do your clothes come with you? That's what I have to ask. Because
Does it matter?
You
If
know,
you're,
I
I
feel
mean, if you're invisible, yeah.
I feel like you're asking because you might have to undress while you're invisible, and I'm questioning your motives.
I always thought, first of all, yes. Second of all, I've always thought it'd be great to, you know what? We'll save it. I'll do it later. Invisibility.
All right. Okay, so favorite childhood TV show?
Is it? I watched a lot of weird shit in my childhood. I really like MASH. I still like MASH, even though it's not my
MASH?
time. It was way before, but I like MASH.
Oh, MASH?
Mhm.
MASH? I don't
Mhm.
know that one. I'm not familiar with that. Okay, I'll have to look that one up.
MASH? You really haven't heard that? Okay, Ricky, do you know what MASH stands for? Can you call it? I think like Keith Nelson's the only one that's actually going to call this out.
The show? No, I don't.
Yeah,
Which is funny because I watched MASH when I was a kid, but not.
Oh, I did too. It was, and I'm not remembering this. I googled it. It's Mobile Army Surgical Hospitals.
Mhm.
So MASH was a TV show. It took place in what, Vietnam, right?
Yep.
Or the Korean War. It was Vietnam.
Wait, no, it was. Again, it's like you said, childhood. So it's like, been a while.
Keith is going to say this in a minute. He's like, I was there. No.
It's Korean. It's Korean. 100%.
Oh, there you go. Korean War. So, but it takes place. There's hijinks. It's your typical like older sitcom, where stuff is taking place at this mobile army hospital, and there's a attractive woman with very pronounced physical features. That's the best way I can say it on a recorded show. But she's the hard ass, and like
Okay.
it's think Gilligan's Island, very similar dynamic.
Okay.
Comedy, a little bit of drama. It was good. It was a great show.
All right, I'll have to look it up.
And that also, I will point this out, and I promise to move on. Has the most traumatic episode that I remember from my childhood, which is the chicken killing episode, which is actually I won't spoil it, but chicken episode, MASH, real messed up.
All right.
But did it hurt the chicken? No.
If you could travel back in time, what
Yes.
time period would you choose?
Ooh. I feel like I could really get along with some imperial, like feudalistic Japan, like walk around if I had hair, do a top knot.
Wait, you're saying you could be like, you're the bald guy saying if you could do the top knot, do Keanu Reeves.
Top knot. Right. Exactly. If I could last samurai as a white guy, which
Like
is
samurai.
Are you
Yeah.
Are you Japanese or are you going in as the white guy?
I'm going in as a white guy because obviously if Tom Cruise can do it, I can do it.
Are you saying you can climb like canyons and shit barehanded and like?
Look, can we talk about that? Can we talk about Tom Cruise doing all his own stunts and what that
Yeah.
is, and how he's a nightmare for insurance? Surely, like they probably hate that guy, right?
I bet they fucking hate it.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure the studios are like, not a goddamn Tom Cruise movie. Fuck.
And that's the thing, like they got to be like, oh yeah, Tom Cruise does his own stunts, and every other actor should do their own stunts, and every other producer and insurance company is like, fuck no. Like they didn't let The Rock do his own stunts.
No,
because of the insurance.
And I read stuff that he pisses off, like because they have like the stunt people are like union, and they're like they can't get it because no, like and they like doesn't matter, like it's their choice. They must pay out the ass for the insurance. But yeah, every Mission Impossible stuff, like him jumping out the plane and base jumping, it's all him. It's nuts.
I actually didn't know that he did all of his own stunts.
All of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, go Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I like dark chocolate.
All right.
What
What you like?
with me, so he's silent. So he's like, no, I'm a chocolate guy. I'm trying to impress.
Did you
right
see the new Top Gun?
Oh hell yeah! I watched it like 4 times in theaters.
You, Alex?
Yeah, I did. It was so good.
Yeah. So have you ever seen Tom Cruise's, before he fixed it, his middle tooth?
Oh yes.
That is fucking terrifying.
Wait.
That is like
he fixed it. He fixed the middle tooth.
He did fix
Yeah,
the
he's
middle
got
tooth.
perfect
But-
teeth now.
But so here's the thing, though. Like, okay, let me share this tab.
Let's say I was like, let's get middle tooth action going here.
Oh no, we got to go here. We got to go here. So, whatchamacallit? So yeah, so he had this middle tooth. Let me see if I can find a good picture. Yeah, dude, he had a tooth dead center in the middle.
Yes.
Right. And I didn't know this. My wife pointed it out to me when we were watching probably the original Top Gun for like the 19th time, or one of the Mission Impossibles or whatever. I love rewatching that shit. And so we're watching it and she tells me about it and I'm like, there's no fucking way. And she's like, yeah, from like back in the day, from Risky Business and all that shit. Like, it was there. And so I Googled it. I'm like, so now even though he has normal teeth, he fixed it. I can't unsee the middle tooth.
Unsee it.
like it's just so terrifying. And so, yeah, I mean,
it must be brutal being a celebrity, because imagine like you just did some badass shit. You did a really cool movie. You just jumped out of a plane. People are like, have you seen the fucked up middle tooth guy? It's like, what? Come on, guys! Like, I worked so hard, and it's like, no, man, your tooth's fine. Like, I don't want to get.
So there was a show called The Arrangement, and I'm convinced that it was based on his life. It's like about him and like Katie Holmes' marriage and how it was arranged, and like Scientology, and it's like got this like weird kind of culty vibe in it. And I'm convinced that that's what the Scientology aspect was. So if you haven't seen it, you should watch that one. Since you love Tom Cruise. Okay, so you said dark chocolate over milk chocolate. Okay, so last one, karaoke song. What's your go-to?
I'm not supposed to have an answer ready to go. Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster by the Ghetto Boys.
All right.
I like that. I could see that. I
can
see that for sure.
Tell a lot of lines, a lot.
What about you, Alex? What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, Ray, you know this. Spice Girls all day long. If you want to be my lover.
Do you identify with Ginger Spice because of the red?
Honestly, all of them. I really fuck with Scary Spice too. Always loved her outfits. Posh was always on point. I've got multiple personalities. It depends on the day.
That is true. Anybody with the upside down librarian glasses, that's true.
Yeah.
Alex, you want to tell us what's coming up next?
Yes, we have got a commercial and then we've got a game. So stand by.
Or a loved one suffered from the unexpected hazards of cargo socks? You're not alone, and we're here to help. Here at Heel and Toe Attorneys at Law, we're fighting for justice for cargo sock victims. Cargo socks. The socks with pockets. They seemed like the perfect solution for those on the go, or for those who just had too many things to carry. But these seemingly innocuous footwear innovations have led to a wave of unnecessary injuries. Countless people have experienced twisted ankles, stubbed toes, or even broken bones, all because of the hazardous design of cargo socks. Now, we're banding together to make sure that those responsible are held accountable. If you or someone you know has suffered from an injury from cargo socks, it's time to join our class action lawsuit. Our dedicated team of attorneys will fight tirelessly to ensure that you receive the compensation that you deserve. Operators are standing by. Call now 1-833-MSP-NETWORK.
Okay, I think Juan has a calling in doing these voiceovers for commercials.
I think I need to give him a call. I've got really weak ankles, honestly.
Okay,
I actually have no cartilage in my right ankle.
Joke. I know it was a joke, but the pockets on the socks, I fucking love that idea. Like, that seems pretty amazing.
All the Wooks would love that idea too.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we're going to be playing a game called Rate That Film. And we're going to, here's the catch with this though. Rate That Film are movies that Simon put in for, and again, I have no idea what's going on here, but Simon put in these movies with ratings from Rotten Tomatoes, and I've yet to understand how these ratings get to these movies. So let's see how this goes. There we go. go. So we have these movies here that we need to rate, and this is based on Rotten Tomato. Okay, we're going to be awarding points. Not that I'm actually writing it down, so good luck with that. We're going to be awarding points based on, and we're going to be scoring this on lowest to highest based on Rotten Tomato scores. All right, are we clear on that, Ricky?
Clear.
Okay, so Drew brings up a good point. That 833 MSP network is a legit number. It goes to our voicemail. We've been getting insane fucking voicemails so from these commercials. So you're welcome to leave voicemail, Drew, and we might actually play it on depending on what we go. I agree with this. So we'll go with you, Ricky. You are our guest. Which do you think? Rank these lowest to highest. We have Forrest Gump, Castaway with the infamous Wilson, and Philadelphia.
Man, this is tough. This is a tough one. I feel like, I'm going to go lowest has got to be, I'm going to put, shit, they're all good movies. Oh no. All right.
They're all good movies.
I'm going to call it lowest Castaway, then Forrest, then Philadelphia. That's what I'm thinking.
Castaway, Forrest, Philadelphia. So Philadelphia being the best because it's a serious one. Is that? I mean, Castaway was serious, but Philadelphia was serious.
That's like Oscar Beatty. So I'm not saying this is the best movie. I'm saying the rating wise. Let me be clear.
Which one did you enjoy the most?
Ooh, I'm a Castaway guy. I really like. I'm a Tom Hanks slut. So
you're a Tom Hanks guy. All right, Alex, what do you say? I mean, they're all Tom Hanks, dude. But
I know. But I'm saying it's like that's his pure. Like, I mean, that is like a monologue movie.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
Don't judge me. I've never seen Philadelphia, so I would definitely say Forrest Gump over Castaway. But I would have originally said Forrest Gump at the top, Castaway at the bottom, maybe Philadelphia in the middle, because I'm just honestly not a huge fan of Castaway. But with everyone,
why? Because it was too slow, or why?
Yeah, it was slow for me. And then when he came back and like his wife had moved on, obviously that happened, but it pissed me off. I was like, what? He just came back.
Right. That pissed me off. When he went and he saw Helen Hunt and she had moved on, I was so fucking pissed. I was like, you dick. And I get it had been years. It's reasonable, but also what a dick.
Also he's back, like a little bit more excited. Like it was just like,
And we got Drew saying he's buried in Laramie Project right now, so Philadelphia is adjacent.
It's totally adjacent.
If I think Philadelphia, I'm thinking Rocky, honestly, before this movie. But
I'm going to say Philadelphia in the middle, Forrest Gump at the top, Castaway at the end, just because I feel like Forrest Gump's such a classic. I mean, it has to win, right?
Emilio maybe into something. I don't know if the wartime thing affects the ratings, but we'll see. I'm curious. I'm really curious on this one.
I mean, Apocalypse Now got amazing fucking ratings, and that's I mean, Shawshank Redemption, not similar war, but still. Lieutenant Dan, you got no legs. I mean, it's hard to beat anything with a line so iconic as life is like a box of chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tell me that doesn't come up in your normal everyday conversation at least once a quarter.
People make references. I mean, like if you're ever flown like to where is it? The Cancun airport. If you're ever passed by Cancun, they have the Ford. They have Bubblegum Shrimp Co. and stuff. So it's like it's still a popular boy, still around everywhere.
I mean, they have it in Miami too. So just saying, I'll take Miami water over Cancun water any day of the week.
If you want to live, I agree.
Yeah. So to be fair, I'm born and raised in Miami, so I've done Cancun, all the Caribbean, all the Western Bahamas and the Western Caribbean. Like I've done all that over and over and over again. So going to Mexico, like I have zero interest.
Yeah.
Except for a donkey show, I'd like to see that, but that's a whole other conversation. All right, let's see what the answers here were. So we have 71% for Forrest Gump. It was the bottom, which is a shame because I would argue that's probably the most entertaining of these movies.
Sure.
We have 81% Philadelphia.
Come on,
So
baby.
that takes it to Castaway, 89%.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
No, it's the monologue thing. I think it showcases. I'm with you, Jack. I get it. I'm with you, but I think it's the monologue thing because he had to show such range.
By himself.
Very few
Yeah.
actors are capable of. I think Tom
Yeah.
Hanks, he earned it. I mean, he fucking earned it.
Yeah.
But all right, let's see what we
Wow.
got next.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, Emilio. That's
Ooh,
all right. So we
okay.
got Titanic,
Leo.
Wolf of Wall Street, and Great Gatsby. I don't think I have seen Great Gatsby. Alex, we'll let you go first on this one. What are you thinking? Worst to best, or lowest to highest?
Okay, so I'm gonna say Gatsby lowest and Titanic in the middle and Wolf of Wall Street highest. I would have almost said Titanic first, but the Forrest Gump not winning is making me second guess myself here. So Gatsby,
okay,
Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street.
Let me see what the while Ricky goes, let me see what the actual Rotten Tomatoes. Now we've covered this 14 billion times on Tech Bar, but also while we're drinking. Let me see what the actual qualifiers for the Rotten Tomato scores are. Like, are these critics? Are these fans?
Yeah.
That's going to change things, right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
So Ricky, what, because you're not going to get the benefit of knowing actually what the qualifiers are.
I think Rotten Tomatoes is fans, not critics, right? Or am I wrong?
I think they have a critics section too. I don't know if it gets mixed in or not. But I think we can safely agree Gatsby. I'm willing to stake a claim that one's for sure going to be last. The thought process is Titanic's been out so much longer than Wolf of Wall Street, so it has the opportunity to get a lot more negative reviews. That's what I'm thinking. People could be like, overhyped, Cameron, get out of here.
So these are reviews of the movie. These are coming from guests or from watchers. These are not critics.
Okay, so not critics. Okay.
Not critics. All right. So does that change your answer at all, Ricky?
Yeah.
I think that judging, we're going to go pure big brain. We're going to say Rotten Tomatoes online site. So people that are younger would probably rate Wolf of Wall Street over Titanic. So I'm going to go same as Alex. I'm going to go Gatsby third, Titanic second, Wolf number one.
Wolf was definitely the most entertaining. I don't think whatchamacallit. Yes, Drew, you're hitting on the nail on the head for why this whole game is problematic. We don't know what Simon's picking. So and I'll be honest, I think he has this little like Freudenstadt or Schadenfreude thing going on where he's really enjoying fucking with us. I'm just saying.
If Gatsby is the number one, I'm gonna freak out. I'm not gonna accept it.
Well, and see, Drew's saying Gatsby number one. I could see from a critic perspective because they love that shit.
Sure.
How Gatsby would be good, and it would probably be like lowest to best critic. Yeah. I think it's like Wolf and then Titanic and then Gatsby, right? Because Gatsby was so artsy fartsy, whatever bullshit.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Gatsby was very like the film industry and like film critics probably would eat it up, but I feel like the public didn't like Gatsby as much as like it was very artsy and like. Film
and I feel like vibes. Simon laughing at this shit is confirmation of what I said about his torture tactics. So.
I came here to drink, not to think, but this thing is really
right. Which will be the next Tech Bar shirt. I came to drink, not think. All right. So let's see what these answers are. And I'm going to go, if we're going for audience, but see, going for audience, Forrest Gump should have won if we're going for audience. So I'm going to go ahead and say Simon's fucking with us and doing this on critics. Mm-hmm. If we're going on critics, I'm going Wolf, Gatsby, Titanic.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got first.
These are hot takes. Oh, boom.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Good. And it deserves to be last. Let's be real clear on that.
I liked it.
Dude, fuck Rose. There was space on the door. Fuck her, man. I'm just saying, like, that's some bullshit.
Damn it.
Oh, so Titanic did win. Okay.
This is some bullshit. I'm just saying, yeah, we've noticed also in the past there needs to be an asterisk here. It's a little bit like most of the 90s baseball players' home run records. Mm-hmm. Simon hasn't watched these, and often he uses ChatGPT to get him answers. Mm-hmm. And we've caught him wrong before. So I'm just saying there may be asterisks to this shit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm late and we're already off the rails. Absolutely off the rails.
Off the rails.
You're off the rails.
Oh, see, there you go. Glenn says it's the critics.
So we're
the popcorn. Oh, the popcorn is the audience. Wait a minute. So we're judging both? What the fuck, dude?
Bind.
Well, that's what Ricky said, that there was both. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but have you seen Avatar 2? It sucked ass. All right, let's move on. Not saying James Cameron's not a badass, but okay, now we're in my world. Okay, Total Recall, Inception, Matrix. What is the tie-in
The
here?
Matrix Reloaded. That's important here.
Oh, that is important. So Matrix Reloaded is the one with the architect, or is it the one where he gets swallowed up and he goes blind?
Is that number 2? I think. Yeah, I think it's
2, right?
because
Shit,
it goes,
I feel
it
we
goes
need to know
Matrix
this.
Reloaded and then Revelations. Or I think. I don't want to Google things. I don't know if that's cheating. I want to just find out. So I'm Googling.
No, it's fair. All right, so we have
the
the Matrix,
like
then
I've
Reloaded,
seen...
then Revolutions, then Resurrections, which was hot garbage.
Okay, that's the second one. Got it. Okay, that's
All
important.
right, so it's absolutely important because let's be honest, the Matrix movies got worse and worse as they progressed.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I won't rewatch all of them 14,000 times. Ricky, you first, bro.
Okay. Come on. You can do this. All right. I'm going to say number 3. God, this is difficult. Number 3, I'm going to go Matrix Reloaded, 2 Total Recall, 1 Inception. Because art.
I feel like that's because art. That's like getting on the internet arguing on Facebook and being science.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go, yeah. Matrix 3, Recall 2, Inception 1.
Okay.
Right, Alex?
Never seen Total Recall. I think I've seen Inception, but I honestly don't know. Matrix Reloaded, I have seen. I originally was gonna go and just do it in the order that it's in: Total Recall, then Inception, then Matrix. But now Ricky's got me second guessing myself. I'm just gonna keep it there and see how it goes. So Total Recall, Inception, Matrix.
So here's the thing, though. I will argue Reloaded had the better fight scenes of any of the 3 movies. You have him with Smith replicating across the other people, right? So you had like 50 Smiths. You had the Guardian guy that was protecting the Oracle that had that really cool kung fu scene. Neo does this like flying. They took bullet time to like the next level.
It's true.
Reloaded was not bad. I mean, forgetting the train station bullshit. Reloaded was not bad. Now, the third one, freaking
Totally.
Yeah. Like Totally Recall. All right, we should get along with this.
And that's it. Like, I'm seeing good points in the comments too. Like Total Recall's got 3 boobs. It's got Get Your Ass to Mars. It's got a bunch of great quotes. However, I think that people look like a lot of people are like Schwarzenegger schlock. It's like, but that's charming. But I don't know. This is a tough.
But hold on, Schwarzenegger. Okay, Schwarzenegger. I'm gonna go off the rails here a little bit. If you're picking your favorite 90s action star from this list, there are so many other ones. The 90s was the best for action. Schwarzenegger, Stallone, or Chuck Norris. What movie are you going to like? Which one are you going to watch a movie of first? If you got to pick like one for a pineapple and jalapenos pizza night.
I assume is this an open question for all of us?
I'm going with you first.
You first, Ricky.
Guest.
Yeah, you first.
Yeah. See, like I'm a Schwarzenegger guy ordinarily. I think that's fair to say.
Okay.
I'm a big fan. However,
you want to do the imitation? You want to do the line?
I can't do it. Hang on. But there's a big but to this. But I will take a Demolition Man, and that'll kind of do me. So like I can totally do a Stallone every now and then.
You could. Okay, let's hear Stallone.
No. I mean, Stallone's just like
Adrian.
Adrian. Yeah.
Adrian.
Not gonna do I'll be back. Yeah.
I can't do that. There's something like that.
I will say Chuck Norris was fun. Van Damme was probably the better of the fun movies. But I'll take Schwarzenegger. You got Total Recall, you got Predator, you have whatchamacallit, Judge Dredd. No, Judge Dredd was Stallone. You still have some really good fucking movies. There are no bad action movies in the 90s. Even the comic book ones that were bad are not bad. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's see. And I'll be honest, I don't remember any of your fucking choices. So, you know,
That's fair.
this is for all the points.
Let's go.
So we got,
Oh.
oops, that we're not going to be able to see it
I
there.
s- I
There
started
we
to
go.
say, so
73%.
73.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And we got Total Recall.
Okay.
Inception makes sense, though.
Oh God, if Inception's the highest, I feel like I got to win here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed
So here's the thing. Christopher Nolan is fucking amazing, right? You have the Dark Knight series, absolutely fucking amazing. Inception was amazing. Inception had a precursor. I forget the movie because it was something Inception Tenet, right? That was the order. What was before Inception? Does anybody remember?
Was it? Were they all in the same universe?
They were all in the same universe. That was a thing. That's
What?
like Godzilla and King Kong. I didn't realize they made them in the same universe. So I watched Godzilla and then I watched Kong Skull Island.
Right.
And I didn't realize like they were building up to each other. Fucking amazing series of movies. I loved them. Except for Tenet. Tenet was just fucking weird. Like it is so full of plot holes. It's ridiculous. All right. We got one more.
They're somehow in the same thing. I don't even know. Like, is that?
Yeah, they are. So supposedly there's Easter eggs. It's like the Pixar shit.
Mhm.
So there's Easter eggs where they all like with the Inception stuff, where they all like have tie-ins to each other, right? Like it's like the chick with the long hair, Rapunzel, that's in Elsa's Frozen because the guy was going to their or the parents were going to their wedding kind of thing. That's
Sure.
exactly how Inception and the other ones are. Like little Easter egg tie-ins.
I love that you used a Disney reference, Ray.
I love movies and I love Easter eggs. Like, and so anybody that actually watches all of our shows, which nobody should ever watch all the MMN shows, but those who do realize we have Easter eggs in a bunch of shit all over the place because I'm a nerd. And I don't remember what word was said, but I know somebody's saying drink, so we have to honor that. That is, I'll go ahead and say zucchini because that's what I'm going with.
Cheers.
Interstellar was not a great movie, in my opinion. All right, so
like
we have.
You can't just drop
All
bombs
right.
like that and walk away, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my here's my thing. I don't understand the tie-in here, right?
Mhm.
Matrix, Inception, Total Recall, but we had Tom Hanks,
Yes.
and now we have De Niro.
Yeah.
I feel like I know
Simon, I would like to know what the fuck the tie-in was with the last set of movies. So, all right, so we have Raging Bull.
Mhm.
First of all, we have Hoorah! We got Raging Bull, Goodfellas, one of my favorite movies of all fucking time,
So good.
and Heat.
So good.
Yeah, there's not a bad movie in this list.
This is tough.
Alex, how are you have you seen all three movies first, Alex?
I've only seen Goodfellas.
That's all you need. I think that's good.
Honestly, you're good. You're good.
I feel like Goodfellas is definitely going to win, though. Goodfellas is going to be at the top.
You
See,
say that.
Goodfellas is that film noir where you had the person in the third person, like just narrating the entire fucking movie. Like, I used to be a gangster, but now when I grew up, I wanted to be it. Like, I love that fucking style of movies. Like, these are the best movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
What
so
do you think?
I'm gonna hold on. I want to start here, Ricky. If
Okay.
you're gonna recommend Alex to see one of the two she hasn't seen, Raging Bull or
yeah.
Heat, which one would you recommend?
I feel like unless you're a big De Niro fan, you probably can do like you can skip Raging Bull. Raging Bull's fantastic, but I think Heat will probably you'll get more juice out of Heat. I think.
So, funny story. My grandfather used to remind me so much of Robert De Niro. So, I do like him just because he reminds me of my grandfather.
So, but De Niro Goodfellas or De Niro Meet the Fuckers? Because those are two different De Niros.
Wildly different De Niro.
Honestly, like weirdly kind of both. He was a good mix of both. He was a good mix
Okay.
of both.
Phil, you don't get to say you've seen every MMN show when you're the one editing every MMN show. That is not the same things. And he hosts some. Yeah, please send help. Oh, if you want to donate to Phil's mental health budget, please call MSP Network. Operator All right, it's a moment of truth because I want to get to Florida enough. Florida, and we're running late on time. What is it, Ricky? What are you calling it, man?
I'm gonna go. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do Heat, Raging Bull, Goodfellas. Even though it doesn't, they're all masterpieces.
They're all masterpieces. I would do Raging Bull, Heat, Goodfellas personally. But like I said, Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies of all time. What about you, Alex? You're just going Goodfellas at the top because that's all you've
I'm
seen?
just going Goodfellas. That's all I got.
That's absolutely an acceptable play. So we have Heat in third place. I'm gonna be so mad if Goodfellas is second. Yeah,
Well,
baby. All right.
yeah.
There
Okay.
we go.
So maybe
As
I
it
should
should
watch
be.
Raging
Yeah,
Bull
right there.
instead of Heat. All right.
I mean, Raging Bull was good. I do agree with Ricky. You're gonna get more fun out of Heat, honestly.
Okay.
Or just watch Goodfellas one more time. I mean,
Probably
whatever.
what will happen.
And I feel like that was brought up because I did boast about my De Niro face. I don't know if we're talking about that, but
Okay,
Let's
well, if
see
you got a
it.
hoorah, I want to hear
Don't
it, dude.
talk
Come
about
on,
it.
man.
Be
So-
about
so-
it.
I mean, are you
asked-
gonna ask
I
if
was
we
asked
can
if
milk you? Because you got,
I was asked for talents, and I have literally nothing impressive about me. But one thing I can do though is I can scrunch my face to look vaguely like Robert De Niro, and I wish to show this to everybody.
and everybody wishes to see it. So please,
We ready?
All right, I do not look like Robert De Niro in the slightest. However, all right.
oh my god, yes.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh my god, that is fucking fantastic. That is fucking great. That I don't even know how else to say that.
But it's close.
I like
Let's
it.
go to a game and get into our Florida, not Florida. That's fucking amazing. I love it.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm a jobaholic. We all have something in common. We all have a worst job story. Each episode, I'll welcome one guest to share their most insane worst job story. And in return, I'll share one of mine. Join me the first Friday of every month for new episodes of 38 at 38.
All right, we got Simon saying that was gold 10 out of 10. I'm going to give you guys the options because we want to finish at 8:30, so we got 21 minutes. We have 2 games left. We have Florida, not Florida, okay, which we've all seen, and we have a new segment of Dad Jokes Don't Laugh Challenge, where I give you dad jokes, and you have to, Alex or Ricky, you have to give that joke to the other, and whoever laughs has to not only take a drink, but the person saying the joke gets points. So which one would you like to do?
I
You're the
love a
best.
good dad joke, but I really want to see the. What's the floor? Can I get a premise behind Florida, not Florida? I'm intrigued.
I've looked at nothing. We will show you stories, and you will pick if it was Florida or not.
Yeah, do you know what Florida, not Florida is? Yeah.
I assume it's we listen to things and we say, is this a Florida man culprit? Or
It's like, yeah, exactly. Crazy shit, and you have to guess, is it Florida or is it not Florida resident?
I'm a sucker for the Florida man. Can we please do the Florida one? I'm sorry.
We can do Florida man. Let's see what we got, and we got rules and everything too. Let's see what.
Guess if a news headline happened in Florida or somewhere else. Guess correctly and get a point. Guess wrong and have a drink. Guests of the Tech Bar, as always, get to guess first, and if no one guesses correctly in a round, we all drink.
There you go. So that's Florida,
boy.
not Florida. That gave a. Next time I'll just give an over. Oops, that is the wrong presentation. So my bad. All right, let's do Florida, not Florida. Oh, I didn't realize it does that. So I'm gonna read it, and Alex and Ricky, you will take turns guessing if this is Florida, not Florida. And the chat comes along. There's bonus points if any of these are Drew Hackworth. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Oh, look at this. So I'm getting shit that the Restream bot is lagging, and Phil comes out with the hot take. You don't need it if you just go to the YouTube channel, and he's absolutely right. And he may be talking to me, so I'll go check the chat over there while I do this. All right. So, man arrested after robbing a woman and later messaging her that she was too pretty. Oof. I may have had buddies that did this. Ricky, what do you say here, man?
Florida people never look back, never surrender. So this is not a Floridian. Can't be.
I'm gonna say it's totally Florida.
Yeah, and of course, Simon, you put these together, so no. Okay. Don't worry, Drew. I joined the OIT. I joined the MMN YouTube, so you can come.
Are there bonus points if we guess where this is from? Do we get? Is there also?
So that was Danny's thing. Danny is actually really fucking accurate in picking the city. So yeah, if you want to pick the city and not Florida, go for it. You just opened up a whole lot more cities.
I know. This could be in Atlanta. I feel like maybe Atlanta, maybe Houston. I'm from Houston.
Atlanta.
I've seen this. Trust me, it's like I've seen weirder stuff happen. I went to U of H. There's a lot of stuff like this going down. Oh, Cleveland's a good choice. Oh, damn it, Drew.
Ricky, I'm from Atlanta. Why are you hating on my hometown like that?
I'm not hating. I'm just stating. I'm not hating. Just stating.
Having been to Atlanta many times, it's a weird place. It's cool, but outside the Coca-Cola factory, it's a weird place.
I was born here, so.
But the point is not Florida.
I stand by my statement. There you go. All right, let's see. And Alex, you said Florida. Drew, Ricky, you said not Florida. The answer being,
Indiana.
The answer being Indiana.
Wow.
The Cleveland of Indiana. Yes. I mean,
Houston, Atlanta, Indiana, Cleveland. Of course. That's that we made.
See, okay, I agree with Emilio. He knows. He's also Florida man. Atlanta drivers are slightly worse than Miami drivers. So, all right, let's see what's next. Let's keep this going. We have Florida or not Florida. Man robs store dressed as Spider. See, I wish we had video of this because I can only imagine like a dude hanging from the ceiling and like reaching down at the spider web to like grab like the pizza combos or like the pretzel combos.
Give me all the cash on the register.
And a juicy fruit. Okay, so like Alex, you think this is Florida or not Florida?
Oh man. I don't know. I'm gonna go with not Florida. Maybe New York.
Ooh, Ricky.
I'm gonna go not Florida. This is typical New Jersey behavior.
You don't even think this was like somebody off their shit. This is just a dude walking down the street.
This is just a dude,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, because New York would be like it'd be like, oh, cute. If you're a Spider-Man from New York, no, this is Jersey. He's somewhere.
And this guy's walking around. He's like, I just feel like slapping into a Slim Jim, and he's like, like
exactly. He like strings the guy as he robs them. Yep, for sure.
I feel bad for Athlon Duke because they keep getting shit on. Like, fuck, man. All right. It's Ghetto Spider-Man. Definitely has got to be Florida. I would have said that about the dude hitting on the chick he stole from because that's definitely Florida behavior. Let's see here.
No.
Castleberry, Florida.
But I agree.
North Florida, if anything.
I agree with Drew. Had we seen the outfit, we would have been able to discern whether it was Florida or not.
Yeah, if it was like a full costume, like full Spidey, I would have been like New York, Vegas, because then he could just like, rob the store, pop back into the street. There's like other Spider-Mans taking pictures. You never know. Is it me? Is it not?
Oh, okay. It's Kevin. Okay. Kevin. Okay. What's up, dude? Kevin, one of the inspiration for me wanting this and one of the people behind my hat. What's up, brother? All right. So, yeah, I mean, but this isn't a Spider-Man suit. This dude looks like somebody from Among Us. Like, is this the imposter or what is? I don't know.
We can sell this.
We got Florida, not Florida. Gas station clerk arrested for allegedly getting the store robbed so he could go home early. I'll be honest, I would do that in high school days, not now. Ricky, what do you say, dude?
This smells of Florida. This feels Floridian. This just smells Floridian, like no doubt.
I'm gonna agree with Ricky on that one.
So, Ricky, do you know the story of this hat? This is one of my current favorite hats. So, Kevin Dukevich wears this exact hat, right? Well, not this one. This is mine, but he wears the same hat. And so, for years, I've been seeing him at conferences, seeing him. So I'm like, I love that fucking hat. So as a thank you at MSP GeekCon, the admins and the planning committee, which was like 30 of us or 20 of us, they came together. And while we were doing an in-person tech bar, as a thank you, one of the admins lives in Australia. He brought me this hat. This is kangaroo. Is this hat?
Shit.
Yeah. Okay, Drew wants to know how I can say Dikevich and not Lar. Because Kevin Dikevich came up to my booth. We talked for a couple minutes, and I like names. Just I love Kevin, but I love Kelvin, but whatever. I have to fuck with him. Yeah, Lar. So, and Kevin's basically Iron Man. He's got a giant ego, so I have to fuck with him. But Kevin Dikevich, he's fucking dope, man. He's cool people. So they got me this hat. It is kangaroo leather. It is a squishy hat in a bag.
Wow.
I think we're going with that. Kevy Teggles. That may be his porn name. I'm not sure. I mean, going from now on, that may be his porn name. All right, so let's see what Kevy Teggles did here. We got allegedly arrested for robbing the store so he could go home early. Ricky, what do you say?
I think this is Floridian behavior. This may be Drew behavior. That's why he's saying not Florida. Throw us off.
Yeah, I can see Drew pulling this shit off too. 100%. He would do it in drag. All right, which he looks fantastic in. Let me just say that Drew makes a hot woman. Okay, but I could see him doing this, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I just wanted to not work today." Alex, what do you say?
I'm gonna go with definitely Florida. Yeah, this is Florida behavior.
I'm going to go Florida too, and this is where we get shut down for not knowing what the hell we're talking about. We have Oklahoma.
No.
Oklahoma.
See, the dude on the left looks sad, like he got caught, like it was his plan.
Mhm.
And the dude on the right was like, I was just helping a friend. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, let's see. I think we have one more round.
What a bummer.
What are you saying, Alex?
I felt like it's a complete frown face. It was like
It was it was like it's like sad clown almost,
Yeah.
My favorite is this. I want to give proper opportunity for this. Ricky, you offered to do De Niro and you did an amazing De Niro.
Thank you.
I'd love you to give your favorite Walter White impersonation. Because I feel like you could pull that off, right? He had the shaved head. You could pull this off.
That's it. That's
Hold on. Let's give you the stage you're due, sir.
I don't even know where to get. What's a famous Walter White line besides just like,
you have it right there. I say my name.
Say my name. That's all I got. I don't know. What does he do? If he's just like, Jesse.
That wasn't bad. Okay, I will give you credit. That wasn't bad at all.
We yelled Jesse. I forgot also, I forgot to mention at the beginning, it was briefly Flash. We did a Predator clip. And
I was gonna ask for it. I want to hear it.
I had two talents. I forgot to mention everybody. I know we're talking. The Predator clip was predicated by the fact that I can do a mean Predator noise, and I frequently do it when I'm alone by myself. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the laptop speakers, but I'll try if I may.
You got this.
All right, let's try. Just a little, it doesn't look weird. It just goes.
Ah. How are you doing that?
That is absolutely impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Creepy,
yeah.
But impressive.
Yeah, that would creep me out if I heard that in the middle of the night.
I don't even know what to say to that. That is all right. So wait, I have something here. I'm supposed to do something. Wow, this seems really fucking complicated. Let's see what this is, and we'll go from there. So I have some things called Predator and Wookiee sounds. Ooh. And I think this is meant, may not have been in my. Sorry, ooh. Wrong one.
Did you know?
Yeah, it was so close. It was so close.
The more you know.
Let's see here. Video assets. What do we got? We got the Predator Wookiee, and I'm going to give you some Predator words, and you're going to give me what you think this is. All right. Mm-hmm. So clear. I'm going to play the video with the Predator sound. You're going to tell me what the.
That's Get to the Chopper, no doubt. That was my second guess.
That was your second guess. That was close.
It's a thin distinction.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's one click away, basically.
Because he went.
All right.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Fair enough. All right, Alex, I'm gonna let you go on this next one. We're
Okay.
gonna do the predator sound. You need to figure out what this is.
I know.
What do
this
you
one.
think?
I don't want to spoil it, but I know it for sure.
Wait, you know it for sure?
100%.
Seems very certain.
But it's Alex's, so I'm not going to go. I'm a gentleman.
I don't know it. Wait, I'm confused though. Is it like how you made the sound, or like what the pattern of the sound is? What am I supposed to?
So you're
Pointing out
supposed to figure out what that word was. So I
Oh,
will play it
word.
for you.
Serendipity.
All right. Does this make sense?
You learn a predator, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play one more predator. And Alex, I will let you pick what you think that is. This is the sound. It's like a fucking cat, dude.
Fucking with me. It sounds like a cat.
That's in Southside Predator World dialect too, by the way.
Was it accurate? Was that on point?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right. Let's see what the reveal was. Was that where you were going with, Ricky?
It's one of the I knew that. If you had asked me, would have nailed it.
Or cornbread.
You speak.
How is predator
predators though?
I do speak predator. I learned it very young. And honestly, my grandma actually was a predator. So I feel like
mine was Palpatine. That true story. And by true, I mean she was evil. But yeah, pretty much. All right, so we had mixed success with the predator sounds. I think we should go Wookiee. All right.
Yeah.
You good with Wookiee?
I'm always good with Wookiee.
All right. Can you want to give us your Wookiee here? That's a lot of build up.
Now I feel like I psyched myself out of it.
Oh, that's good.
That's not bad. That's not
good.
bad at all. Alex, you wanna
Ray, don't
Wookiee it
ask
up?
me. I'm not doing it. I can barely roll my tongue to speak Spanish. Like I got the French hawking down. That's about it.
All right, let's see what this Wookiee is. We got 2 Wookiee words and then one special surprise one before we close out.
Let's go.
What's he saying?
This seems so bad. Any guesses? You look visibly perplexed. Any guesses?
I want to say that sounded like tamale. I think that was tamale.
Tamale.
Yeah, I mean,
what kind of hot sauce do you put on tamales? That's the real question.
Oh no. I like Valentina Black Label.
Ooh, I didn't know they made a black. I've had Valentina a lot. I've never had Black Label.
The Black Label is the spicy one of Valentina. Just look out for it.
Oh, I will. Alex, any guesses?
Sounded like move to me. Like get the fuck out of my way.
Ooh.
So you think it was like a move, bitch, get out the way, but like the Wookiee version?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more a Little John Wookiee kind of guy, but let's see what this.
Okay.
Little known fact: Wookiees are big fans of The Princess Bride. You will often see parts of Star Wars where Chewie is just saying "inconceivable" over and over again.
Like he just watched it, and he's quoting it. People are like, "Dude, come on."
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. All right, let's see what else we got. We got As You Wish. All right, so we have. This is neither Wookiee nor Predator. but I think you can figure this out. This is in special. There's actually clips from a previous show we had that was international. All right, I won't give anything else away.
Boekenkast.
Any guesses as to what that is in American?
Is that Dutch for Kelvin?
So anybody that watched the episode and has an amazing memory after lots of drinks, you're better than us because you might actually know the answer. But Alex, you want to take a guess at what that Dutch word was?
Can I see the screen again?
Yeah, sure.
Boekenkast.
I need to learn more languages. I can't even come up with an idea of what that means. Dutch. How about faster?
Maybe it's back to the Fast and the Furious. Maybe we're dovetailing right with that. Let's see what it is.
Boekenkast.
Bookcase.
Oh, bookcase.
Oh, is that?
Boekenkast.
Actually, I think that just made the name of the IKEA furniture. Right. That would make so much more sense to me. Oh, good Lord. I was tabbed out and kept hearing multicast.
And you would have been closer.
And that's why you never take your eyes off the tech bar, ever.
Come on.
Ricky, dude, you've been a blast, man. These 2 hours have flown by. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, dude.
Yeah. Likewise.
What are you doing next?
Was that?
What are you doing next?
I think I'm going to turn off the camera and finish the rest of this martini. But right after that, I'm probably going to go to bed.
There you go. Same here. Good evening, Chris and Multipass. Actually, it's another good movie. I didn't think Fifth Element was as good as everybody else seemed to love, but it was okay. It was acceptable.
You cannot do these bombs and then walk away. You keep doing it. I don't understand.
You know what it is?
Everywhere I go, everyone's
Friday,
like, you look like that girl from... I'm always like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. I could totally, you could do that for Halloween. Yes. Yes, you should. All right. And Alex, you just did your webinar with Everything MSP. What are you up to next? Where are people going to see you?
I am going to be in ChannelCon in Vegas with you next at the end of August. So that is the first week of August. And then back to back, I'm headed to Denver for IT Nation Evolve. And then after Evolve at the end of the month, I'm headed to Burning Man. And then literally right after that, I am headed to Channel Pro in Boston. It's going to be fun.
So you're busy, so I can stay home and have fun. So we do have these upcoming events. We have July 6th is gone. So we have July 7th is gone too. We have Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern. So tomorrow, check out MSP Dispatch with Tony Francisco and myself. And Dean's very excited about the about you going to Boston because he'll be going as well. Somehow I think all of us in Vegas is probably a really bad idea, and it's going to be a shit ton of fun because that's going to be Dean, myself, you, Simon, Marissa. I know Keith will be there. It's going to be fucking insane. But to everybody, thank you so much. I've had a blast. Alex, congratulations on co-hosting your first one. I think you did a phenomenal job. What do you think, Ricky?
I think fantastic. Wouldn't even have known. If you told me it was her 5th, 10th, 50th, I would have been like, makes sense.
Thank you.
Yep.
First timer.
And Ricky, you're fucking great, dude. I think the next time we come on, you should play a song on guitar and only sing in Wookiee or Predator.
I can do Freebird entirely in Predator. Let me know.
You're gonna close it on that, and we don't get to see it. What the fuck?
That's what you call a teaser for the next one.
Yeah.
And remember, we always do a live tech bar. Thanks to Jason McGee and all the people at ConnectWise. We always do a live tech bar at IT Nation Connect. So maybe we'll just have Ricky come on and do an in-person song with the Predator.
Let me do it. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, until next time, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Take care of yourselves and each other.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.